Alright, wanted to take a moment to do a little tutorial on what's going on here. So I have a 2010 Dodge Ram Cummins, pretty impressive truck. This truck is definitely seen a lot of miles. Currently on this truck I have 444,280 miles, so about to hit 445,000 miles. Is definitely pretty impressive. I've been doing really good. Definitely done a lot of maintenance on it to keep these kind of miles going, but recently driving it and having a really bad vibration in the back end, and I was driving down the road. It's getting worse and worse, and figured that thought a tire was going to come off, and so I limped it back home at literally 5 miles an hour. It was just, I mean, the vibration was so bad. I checked the tires, obviously there's nothing coming off, but so brought it home, and this is what I found. And thanks Bill Luke has serviced this truck for me in the past, and again has a crazy amount of miles, but got up in here looking, and my carrier bearing has gone out on me. So what I saw, get it back in the position that it was in. I won't move, but what had happened is the output shaft here actually was in the housing, and this is, so I'd been driving it before, and the carrier bearing is obviously spinning completely free. It's not even attached anymore, but the output shaft got down in here in this housing and was spinning, and that's what was causing the crazy vibration. I mean, just insane. The truck was gonna come apart on me. But it slid out the yoke here, and I guess it's kind of dangerous because come a little bit farther and this probably would have flown out and, I don't know, thrown the truck, done something. But I can't say I've ever seen one fail like that. And you can see the vibration it caused to just tear it up inside this housing. But pretty cool. So what I'm going to do is pull this off. Now, this is obviously a 2010 Dodge Ram, and I know that they're kind of the same. Some are different, but I've never done one from a 2010. So there that is, and I'll show you the new one that I got going on here. Went down to the dealership today and ordered this guy, and he hit me up for, with tax, $205. Get it out. Yeah. Obviously what's nice is with the dealership, you just give them a VIN and they tell you what you have. So some sort of adapter coupler ring, figure that out when you get it apart. But here's what completely failed, that huge rubber housing that sits in here for this carrier bearing. And so anyways, you get that off and go through the process. So alright, so got it off. Not too difficult, but just give you an idea what's going on. I was looking at this. These appear to be just marks in the case, not actually from the drive line banging up against it. It matches up with obviously ones that are in the new one, but here's my carrier bearing, and what failed was the rubber housing there. There's a new one. Anyways, same guys. This little bezel goes on here. It's just kind of a dust cover up against the bearing deep down in there. But we're gonna throw, I just got a puller. I obviously got a really big one here. It's a 7-ton, don't need a 7-ton, but it's one that has longer arms on it, so that I can come up back in here and pull it off. So I'll get it off here. Alright, so as you can see, I'm properly using this puller because the arms aren't long enough, and I knew that, but figured I could kind of jimmy rig this, but I have. So these bolts are supposed to be here. Tugging, I had to tear off a ton of rubber to get this on, and I had a nice tight hose clamp to hold these clamps on. But what I did was actually took the bolts. I took some 3/8 bolts here and cinched this down to lock it in, so it can't, you can pull but it doesn't slop around. So if I take this off, this is actually kind of locked into there. But worked pretty well, considering this puller is not meant to be rigged this way. Okay, so I'm wrapping this up. I got the new carrier bearing in place. The drive line is in, and I have to tell you, that was a lot of work. I probably spent 2 hours today or this evening trying to get that guy in, and I'll tell you, the hardest part was lining these splines up. I did chalk the truck and jacked up that pumpkin so I could actually, you know, turn this drive line, but getting it up in there, not a problem. Getting these splines to line up, not fun. So appreciate you watching. Hope you guys learned something, and have a good one.